The man, the myth, the legend.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And a few teams so far, Brent, with a surprisingly rough start to the season.
Well, this is really where the staff gets tested, Kevin. You know that your team has been put together for specific reasons. Those reasons aren't yet playing out. So coaching staffs have to keep these players confident. They have to keep them working on the ultimate goal to improve things. And at some point, given an 82-game schedule, there could be a breakthrough and the team can get very hot very quickly.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Scott. John Collins is out there with Maxey. And it's McCain in at the two-guard spot. Christie can't make it. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Rebound by Mitchell. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Christie. Here's Koulibaly. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Maxey passes to Collins. Here's Scott. Detroit with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's blocked. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Maxey. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Mitchell. Here's the bulldozer. You see those numbers, you can't help but do a double take. Are you serious? I mean, he's averaging 35 points a game. Launches it. And another three for Detroit.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, Will Hardy talked to me a little while ago. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so we have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. On the wing, Scott. Last time out, he had 13 points.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to McCain. Maxey with the screen on Wallace. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's the bulldozer. He's got 7. Wallace misses.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The kick out to Scott. Trying to get something going. And the 3 ball is good. Scott's got 5 now.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
The bulldozer. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up. His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. From deep three-point land, Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McCain. Collins, a screen on Wallace. Offline with his 3. Pistons leading by 12. To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Bridges, he's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Maxey. Last game with 30 points. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Coulibaly. This one for 3. That's a miss. He's made 1 and missed 1.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Pistons second.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Jerome, he's checked in for Davion Mitchell. Christie the pass to the Bulldozer. Christie with the screen on Scott. Here's Christie. Bridges with some nice defense. The 76ers trail by 12. Swiped it away. Here's the bulldozer, and it's blocked by Scott. Maxey against Christie. It's deflected. One-on-one fast break. Here's the bulldozer, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now, here's Collins. He has yet to score. Bridges outside. Trying to find Scott. Gets it to him.
People talk about 3 and D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
Pistons leading by 12. Pass to Coulibaly. Fires from deep. Up again. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Scott against Christie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Maxey. The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Edey's checked in for Detroit. Green comes in for Cason Wallace. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid comes in for Scott, and Bones Hyland subbed in for Maxey. Hyland with it. His last outing, 16 points for him. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Pass to Christie. Here's Jerome. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Pistons lead by 14.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Bridges lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Just so efficient right now on offense. Bridges picking up his spots and recognizing when to strike.
The shot's good from Christie.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Embiid from outside. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, the Bulldozer.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulldozer in the last outing against the Bucks made a big difference. He scored 23 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the three by Detroit. Here's Scott, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Down low, Edey. Rebound by the 76ers. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Christie against Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Walker with his screen for Hyland. Lock at 6. A three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jerome passes to Green. Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Scott. Out to the right wing. Here's Christie. Buries it from three-point range. Christie's got 10 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges finds Hyland. Back to Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, number 4.
11 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Hyland. Novak outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so is Detroit with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And checked in for Edey. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Scott. Green with a screen on Scott. The Bulldozer passes to Green. In the corner, Wallace with it. That three off the mark. And so here is Philadelphia, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Jason Wallace is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Josh Green. And it's the Bulldozer in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Maxey passes to Scott. Bridges outside. Connects from three-point range. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Pass to Bulldozer. Out to Wallace. Here's the Bulldozer. Mitchell in the corner. 5 to shoot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Scott the pass to Maxey. Off target from three-point range. Pistons have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. And the Bulldozer gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's McCain. A 17-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Green passes to the Bulldozer. Here's Mitchell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Scott's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. For the Pistons, Christie, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. And the 76ers also making a change. Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Out left to the wing. Three-pointer by Embiid. That's tipped. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here's McCain. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
And Coulibaly gets it to go.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Bridges outside. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Bulldozers got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And here's Green outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Coulibaly. It's good from the top of the key. Coulibaly's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here's the screen to the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Christie the pass to the Bulldogs, and he goes in for the dunk.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Shot from 12. It's deflected. Green against Maxey. The Bulldozer. And that one is hammered home.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Off target from outside.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And here is Bridges. He's got 14. Embiid with the screen on Christie. For 3, Bridges cans it from downtown. Bridges has got 17.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Pistons on top, opening up a huge gap. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know, for Philadelphia, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of...
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Pistons.
They've been...
And that is it for halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Bulldozer has been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey. Shot is out there with John Collins. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Collins. There's the 3. That one, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the Bulldozer gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Christie with the rebound.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Here's McCain. Ball is covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Got a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Tyrese Maxey. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul.
Is confirmed.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
It's good from long range.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pass to McCain. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Ball is with the ball. Lets it go with the 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
The 76ers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker with the break. Outside Collins. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
On the wing, Wallace. That's tipped and stolen by Maxey. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Down low, out to Wallace. The three. Scott pulls it in.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Maxey passes to Scott. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 76ers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And the Pistons making a change here. Edey's checked in, and so he hits both. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Bulldozer. Mitchell in the corner. Here's the three. Scott pulls it in. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 11-3 run. It's tipped. And they're moving it up. Takes the three. Christie can't make it. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. The tray. Rebound by Mitchell. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Edey. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 27. Releases. That one wide left. Philadelphia's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Maxey against Mitchell. Goes up to the stripe. A Bulldozer pulls it in. The Bulldozer's got his 16th rebound on the night. It's hauled in by the 76ers. To the paint. Here's Collins. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 6 rebounds in the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would like to have professional basketball. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle splits for the Pistons?
Great job by this team. Closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Here's McCain, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. McCain's got 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A three-pointer is right on target. 13 points in the game.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Collins. Outside, Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Over Mitchell. Maxey, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
The kick out to Scott. Scott with a screen on Mitchell. Maxey, no good.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
From deep. And that one's good. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's McCain. He's got 6. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 12-3 run. Drains the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Philadelphia has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Maxey looking it over. Scott with the screen on Mitchell. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
To the middle. Here's Heaney. Collins grabs the miss. The 76ers shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Pass to Scott. It's tipped. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's the bulldozer. Pistons passing it around. And the shot goes in. Mitchell's got 18 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Maxey. Scott kicks to Maxey. Collins a screen on Mitchell. Maxey, no good on the 3.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Here's the bulldozer. Here's Heaney. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Substitution on the floor.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Good game, MP.